So I set out and successfully completed this 1,150 mile running adventure from the London Eye to the Coliseum. But the weather was relentless through southern France. The Alps was fine, but when we got back into Italy, so when you're down sort of at ground level in southern France and Italy, we had that torrential rain. So we were right there in that really thick, bone-soaking rain, and we had that relentlessly for 6 days. And you try and run as relaxed as possible and stay light and bouncy, but consequently something's going to give when you just feel a bit more cold and rigid. So my knee locked. My knee was really stiff day in day out for too long. For over 3 days it was completely locked into place, so I just had to do my best with my poles and kind of humble along. Luckily there weren't too many lows. We loved the whole adventure, and we just kept practicing that attitude of gratitude. We were so lucky to be out there every day, and just not everybody has the means to do that. So yeah, we used that really positive energy to keep us going. And there were so many highs. I mean, like running up and over the Alps was really special, where you had 12 feet of snow on either side of you. You reach the top of the pass and there's nobody else up there, it's just you. Obviously having the family with me from start to finish was incredible. And then arriving at the Coliseum, of course, was fantastic. This whole adventure, we were intensely present through the whole thing, because we only had 4 months to get ready. So when we were live, we had to just work with what was in front of us, hour by hour, day by day. And so it was incredible when we reached the Coliseum. It took a week for it to really sink in. And it was 35 miles a day average. And I always have this 80% rule where I don't really push it beyond 80%, and that's actually the contributing factor towards being 100% success at the end, is because I'm not busting a gut, I'm not running a marathon every day, so I'm not pushing it to the absolute limit. You just rein it in slightly, and then you can't constantly keep your head on the horizon and just enjoy the journey, and just being grateful for being out there. It's not just lip service, but I genuinely don't think I would have completed the adventure without the support of Pure Sports Med. So you've got one particular staff member, Dawn, who's been my training wing woman for the 4 months leading up to the adventure, and she's a machine in her own right. And she was fantastic, and she's got tons of experience from the ultra running world. And the 360 support package was fantastic. And I think I came away from my sessions with Pure Sports Med with so much more of a holistic understanding of what I'm asking of my body. And the experience from the past 5 years, I would say, is a double-edged sword, because you think, I know what I'm doing now, therefore I can push myself harder. But as I've explained, there were certain physical challenges that presented themselves. And it's not just live running every day, it's the recovery as well. And just coming away from my sessions with Pure Sports Med to just have a greater understanding of what I'm asking of my body was the most valuable thing, because the training and the strength and conditioning knowledge that I came away with over those 4 months in particular leading up to the adventure was invaluable. And then it's also your lifestyle design, just making sure you are getting enough sleep, using a stand-up desk where possible, just to replicate what you are, again, getting your head up on top of your body, not being slunched over, and just trying to get your body in a state of being conditioned to what you're about to set off and achieve. But that only comes from being really sensible and just having a game plan. And I wouldn't have had that solid game plan without Pure Sports Med. So obviously hugely grateful for the support from everybody in the team.